I think, after my experience, I think what I am seeing as my life purpose is to encourage people to break down the walls that they built around themselves and share information about themselves or part of their story that is honest and truthful, and in doing so cathartic for them. That's a really hard thing for people to do, I think, and it's hard for me to do as well. But I think that the people that I have encountered since I've started sharing my own story have been really empowered by the ability to share theirs, and that's a really cool thing to see, and I think it breaks away so much of the stuff that we carry around with us, embarrassment or shame, or living under the sort of stigma rock of whatever the issue is, and this can be for anything. I mean, it can be health or mental health or personal stories or history or whatever. So that's kind of the really big kind of umbrella of what I see being really meaningful for me. I think the biggest advice that I would give them is to challenge your own assumptions. So, for example, I really always thought that I wanted to have a particular kind of career and really move on the sort of career path, and saw my identity as being very wrapped up in what I do for a living and what my place in that field is. And which is not to say that's not a bad thing, and it's not even that it's not entirely important to me, it's just that maybe my focus is different now. So I think starting to look at whether that is something that you are still doing almost by habit is a really important thing, because I think a lot of us do that. We go through the motions of our lives because they're busy and we have all these things we have to do, and everybody says this, you sort of get to this, how did it get to be October already kind of point, and I think that's a sign that we're just living without really thinking about what we're doing. And for me, really thinking about where I want to be and what I want to be actually doing is a really big part of what I have started to do. And to me, that was a revelation. It was a lot less about thinking about my identity and who I am, and thinking about what I actually want to do, which is what I want to do on a small scale. Not even what do I want to do with the whole career or job aspect, but what do I want to spend my time doing, whether that's writing or running or being an engineer and playing with concepts, or whatever it is that is energizing to you. Figure out what that is that lights you up, because there are things that light us up, and I think we often ignore that, or we think it's not important enough to make it a bigger part of our lives.